Hi everyone, hello from Bali. I've been here for the last 4 days. I think it's 4 days. Time has really stretched out and become somewhat irrelevant. But we have had this whole retreat center to ourselves for these last 4 days. And this morning we're leaving and going to our next place. But I just felt to do a little check-in, an update, let you know how things are feeling here in Bali, how I'm feeling with everything that is happening in the world right now, and just share a little on that. So I feel very happy to be here in Bali and very at peace. And with everything that's happening with this virus, to be completely honest, I actually have not felt any fear or worry. I've had theories, ideas. I've been wondering about what this all means, where it's all come from, what's going to happen. But that's all come from a place of questioning and out of fascination, really, and excitement for how a new world could actually be born from this. So I've definitely had thoughts on it all, but definitely coming from that place of like wonder and fascination of how it's all going to unfold and what this means for humanity, what this means for our world. But here in Bali, things feel very calm. From what I'm hearing from family and friends back at home, it seems like there's been a lot of panic and fear and worry and concern, beyond just the measures of precautions, like it's sounding like things are going a little mad there. I'm feeling very safe here, and I feel like the people here in Bali, there's not this sense of panic and fear and worry. Precautions are being put in place, but it feels like it's just coming from precautions and let's be safe and let's care for one another. So there's not an energy of craziness and madness happening here and panic. So I actually feel like I'm in one of the best places I can be right now. The world is, everyone's saying how uncertain these times are, and I've been sitting here just kind of going, hasn't it always been uncertain? Hasn't life always been uncertain? We just kind of take it for granted that we make a plan, and most of the time for us that plan goes to plan. But we just expect that if we make a plan, it's going to go to plan and it's all going to work out and it's going to happen, when that's not the case. Life has always been uncertain, and that's been magnified right now, if anything, but life is always uncertain. We never really know what's going to happen. And so what we can choose right now is how we react. So for me, I'm like, you know what? I just figure that what is occurring is occurring and unfolding no matter what. No matter how I react to it, whether I come from a place of panic and worry and fear and spiral into that place of chaos, or whether I remain calm and grounded and just make wise choices. Everything is going to continue unfolding. I just get to choose which way I want to react to it. And for me, it's been a very natural response to react from a calm place. It actually sent me, I actually felt like I got completely, what's the word for it? There was nowhere for me to go, actually, but more trust and surrender to what is happening and more presence. We have to be very present right now, because we don't know what's happening in a few hours, in a day, by tonight, in a week. We don't know. So it's actually magnifying what presence is and how important it is for us to be present and take things moment by moment. But what we really need to do is make sure that we're not spinning into the chaos, and with the presence that we're being asked to come into, we also need to be calm and grounded. Now more than ever is a time to be kind. It's a time to be present and grounded and calm and just make wise decisions. So I just wanted to jump in here with a reminder of that, and also share that, that's how I'm feeling on the situation right now, and that things actually feel very at peace right now here in Bali. And like I said, that's right now. That's what it feels like right now. But who knows? Who knows how things might change? I don't actually know what's going to happen. Like I said, I've got all these ideas and theories, but I am really sitting here watching on in fascination of where this is all going to lead, and that we have this amazing potential for a new world to be born from this. And another reminder, I touched on this in something I wrote, but not to allow this virus to infect the mind. Like, don't let it send you into the worry and the panic and the chaos, because being calm is what's going to help us overcome the chaos, and being kind is what's going to help us not turn on each other. We need to discontinue the age-old story and destructive pattern we have of the every man for himself. It's what makes humanity turn on each other, and we can't keep repeating these patterns if we want to enter into a new world. So we actually have an incredible opportunity here to look at the systems that are in place, to look at how we have been doing things, to look at how we've done things in the past, what has worked, what is no longer working, and for some of these systems to collapse in order for us to create a new world and to move forward. So if we focus on that, it will be a really good thing for us here on Earth, for sure. And by saying that, I'm not discrediting or dishonoring the situations that people have been in and the people who have lost their lives. I'm just simply saying that out of all of this, let's see the opportunity that we have to do better. Let's see the opportunity that we have for change. And I'm sure that the people who have ended up in some very tough situations from this, people who have lost their lives, would want that for us, would want us to commit to doing better now, and to learn from all of this, to wake up and realize that we can't keep doing things the way we have been. And even for me, I'm like, aren't we all realizing that perhaps it's time to be far more in connection with nature, to grow our own food, no matter where we live? I live in an apartment when I'm back in Byron, and maybe I'm limited to what I can grow, but I can be growing things on the balcony. Perhaps we can look at community gardens once again. And I know some people already do this, but more of humanity waking up to doing this together. So there's so many layers to this, so many things to learn, and so many things I could go into here. I actually have to jump in the car in a moment and move on to our next place. But that's just a little update on what's happening and how I'm feeling. So please remember to be kind to one another right now. Stay connected to each other however you can. Check in on one another. And also for those going really inward, using this time to rest, nourish, to recalibrate, and to ignite creativity and inspiration. It's awesome. It's really awesome what this is allowing many of us to do, the opportunity that it's giving to so many of us. So be kind and make wise choices, and be calm and just remain grounded. Now is the time to be centered. This time is requiring us to remain in our center so that we can overcome the chaos. Yeah? Okay. That's it from me for now. It was interesting because I felt really called to start this video diary a few weeks ago, and I've obviously chosen that at a very interesting time on the planet. So it's nice to be here just sharing what's happening for me in my world, and the feelings, and being able to stay connected to a wider community. So much love to you all, and look after one another.